You just landed in.
Wait,
Where
where
are
are
we
we
again?
again?
Hello, guys. Welcome. Here we are again. Today we are going to talk about stereotypes. First of all, we don't want to offend anyone, any nations. We love all the cultures, all the nations. Just we thought it's a good topic and we can talk about it a little bit in a funny way. So first, let's start with the stereotypes about Hungarians.
Yeah, why not start with our own nation before we start poking the others? Yeah. So yeah, there are some. I think let's go through our opinion, and then we have the general stereotypes about country. So okay, what would you say at first hand if you think about our nation,
If you think about it, our nation,
Hungarians?
yeah, first of all, we like drinking alcohol, heavy drinkers, I would say. I think it's a common stereotype and it's kind of true.
More like I think we have this palinka culture, right? The palinka can be like what, 50,
Yeah,
sixty
yeah, it's really
percent
strong.
Okay, it goes from 50, 40 to 60,
Yeah.
right? Something
That
like
we
that.
drink strong spirits, like not just beer or wine, but strong alcohol. And another thing would be that we are a little bit pessimistic. We complain a lot. We love complaining. Hungarians love complaining about everything. I think if you just meet somebody and then you immediately start to complain about like anything, like work, school, weather, whatever. No?
Yeah, I think definitely I maybe not a completely new person you would start to complain, but there is definitely something in the culture like this dissatisfaction, I think. And I think we have a very strong skepticism, so we don't have this trust normally towards the others, but we're also extremely resourceful. Like I think our culture is like in general a bit demanding, so
Yeah.
we are
Yeah,
hard workers,
hardworking
I
and
think.
smart people, I would say. Creative. Um, because just you seeing other like comparing other cultures, I think Hungarians are everywhere and they can just move anywhere, integrate, fit, find their own ways. So I think we are quite good in like creativity and this kind of things.
Yeah, yeah, we are they're very competitive. I think competitive in sports, but also competitive in brain work. How
Yeah,
to
yeah, we are
say?
really good in sports actually.
Brain
Like, yeah,
power.
if you look at the Olympic Games, we always in the
Yeah,
top, like on the leaders board and top, and we are really a small country, and still, usually we have a lot of gold and silver medals.
it's the spirit of
Yeah,
winning.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah, and then also
Yeah,
the focus, hardworking. You need to put energy, and we are good in that.
yeah, yeah. We don't really have a choice. I think that's why I
Yeah,
also
I mean it's
probably.
hard. It's hard to be a Hungarian. I mean it's a small country, not so much like economic situation, not so good. So you need to find other ways how to survive. Yeah, so that makes us creative and clever. Yeah, yeah, true.
But we are also on a not necessarily positive side. We can be a bit hot tempered and straightforward. And straightforward, I kind of like because you never have to wonder about what the Hungarian person is thinking. I think we are normally very straightforward about it. We don't, going around or trying to hide. We just like
Yeah.
straight truth and honesty
And it's
here.
hard when you go abroad and because other culture is not like that. They don't tell you the truth usually to your face, and you need to figure
Not
out
all of
what
them.
the other person is thinking. Or I mean, it's not like they are lying, but they are trying to put it in a very nice way, their opinion. And maybe sometimes you don't get it, like what do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think. I mean, we have our goods and bads, right? I mean, I think in general, very strong-willed, honest, powerful
Yeah.
people, very competitive people, but a
Bit,
bit trust, not too
bit negative
trustful,
attitude.
bit
Yeah,
negative.
that's the bad
Yeah,
side. Yeah, to be like this
yeah,
pessimistic about future and everything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think every nation has, I think, some good ones and some negative ones. So let's
Okay,
see.
okay. Let's go around, and I'll now just to kind of figure out our views on different nations as well. Like, um, which nationality you would be if talking about alcohol? Which nationality you think would be able to drink a Hungarian under the table?
Well, I would say maybe Russians. I mean, they drink a lot of vodka for sure.
I would say the same. Yeah.
And most, I think, these Eastern European countries, I think they drink maybe more like strong alcohol, spirits.
They can handle the alcohol, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
But my the first country would come into my mind would be the same, Russia. And actually, I think we also talked about it, Finland, the Finnish people,
Yeah,
which is not
I mean,
normally, I think,
it's
it's
maybe also related to the weather because if you have like, I mean, in Russia it gets, and also Finland gets really cold, dark, and then
yeah,
you need something to warm you up. So it could be related to the weather.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know our kind of good friends country, who's our best friend in Europe,
Poland,
Poland. They can be also good in drinking.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, around us, those countries usually, yeah, Czech Republic
Yeah.
also. I think they have really good beers, though. So I guess they
Oh, yeah,
drink a lot of
cheers. Yeah.
beer.
Yeah. They have their own beer, some very good beer actually. And they also have this shot, right? Becherovka.
Oh, is it
Becherovka
Czech?
is, am I
Yeah,
right?
but it's really
Okay,
strong.
maybe. I really hope I'm right. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I know when in Prague, we
Yeah,
were going to this place and they were serving
yeah, yeah. You're
beer,
supposed to
and we
try the
just,
beers out if you are in Czech Republic,
yeah.
obviously.
Okay,
Okay, and
next one.
yeah, shall I ask the next one? So, okay, if you're talking about alcohol, maybe yeah, let's see like who who would you say who throw the best parties? Which nation could be?
I think if I think back to our young time, when we were, with our common friend Petra, we were traveling together around Spain. So we had like a nice trip around. We were very young, yeah. We didn't speak Spanish at all. And we were ending up partying with the locals without even understanding each other. There was nothing a
Yeah, you
problem,
don't
yeah.
need the
We were just
language for
figuring it out.
partying.
So I would say Spanish people in Spain for sure are good. They know how
Yeah,
to
and
party.
also I would say
Um,
maybe the Latin American countries.
mhm.
I mean, they are famous for
Yes.
all these, dances, fiestas, carnivals in Brazil.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I,
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
I have
Brazil for
never been
sure.
to South Africa, but I would love to go
Mm.
once and see and
Yeah.
party there.
And this is I don't think it's a common stereotype, but they definitely very good at partying. South Africans, they are so fun people. Yeah, for sure, I would categorize them there.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Once we need to go and try to see.
And you know what? Another one, which is I don't think it's also a common stereotype, but Lebanese people, I think they are extremely fun as well.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think
I think
I know any.
they are quite famous about. They have a place like a bomb shelter, which they made out of a club.
Okay.
No, actually, the other way around. They made the bomb shelter to a club, and
Wow.
I mean, those people. Like I used to work with some of them. They are just so fun. Like you definitely can have a good party with Lebanese
Oh,
people for
okay.
sure.
Good to know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think all the southern people have the spirit. I think when you have the good weather and a bit of
Yes.
yeah
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
spirit.
even here in Mauritius, I
Even.
mean, people they go to the beach and they put on the music really loud. They start to dance. They play on instruments, singing. So
Yeah. Okay, but which nation you would think as a next one? Who would you say you want to have the best life, the longest life, and the healthiest life on this earth? Who would you go and ask advice from?
oof, if you want to have a healthiest and longest life, uh, maybe well, I'm thinking about these blue zones, so that's why I was thinking about Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I would think about Japan too. They know
yes,
something.
yeah, definitely. I mean, they even like okay, it's also genetics, but usually they look younger than their age. So
Yeah.
and yeah, the blue zones are in Japan, so they must know something about long and healthy life.
And I really truly believe in this Asian medicine as well. I think they have a different way of treating people and they have a bit of a different mindset as well, that they think a little bit outside of
Yeah,
the box, that we are not just a piece
they
of
are more
meat and that's,
spiritual.
exactly. So they looking at you as a completeness a bit, which I kind of
Yeah,
like. It's a bit different. And I like that. It feels like they have a bit more open mindset about the world and us. And I like that. I think it's something maybe for us Europeans to learn a bit
yeah.
from.
But actually, did you know that there is a blue zone? Actually, one country we have been there together in Italy, Sardinia,
Yeah,
which was surprising
yeah,
for
that's
me.
true.
I mean, I love Italy and I love Italian people, but it
Yeah,
it was surprising that Italians can have this healthy lifestyle because when you think about, I mean, you think about the big pizzas and wine and things like that.
but you know why? It's an island. It's an island, first of all. So I don't think like they have this kind of
Yeah,
unhealthy lifestyle. I think they are having the sea there, the mountains. They probably make a lot of food themselves because on an
yeah,
island, it's not like you can just buy anything in the store. So I guess when you are a bit detached from the modern lives, I think it makes it a bit healthier because you
yeah.
don't overdo
That's
this
the
stuff.
interesting thing that nowadays, okay, everything is digital, modernized, comfortable lifestyle, but it's not good for your health. Actually, you have to go back like how we lived in the past, like simple life without all these, you know, comfortable
Yeah.
equipments and everything around us. And this is how you can be healthier. And it's just really hard
Yeah.
because now we just used to like have all these things and luxury things kind of
Yeah.
and people are just getting sick and there are
Yeah.
many new diseases and yeah, and we are trying to find out how we can live longer, but okay, then you need to let
Yeah.
some things go, like yeah, you go back, you eat
Yeah.
what you grow in your garden, and you need to walk, not
Yeah.
just okay, you have the car.
Yeah.
People don't walk, like for example, yeah, in Sardinia, I saw like people just walking up to the hill, even old people, yeah,
Biking. Yeah, exactly.
walking or by bike, so they
Mm.
moving, not just nowadays we are just sitting in front of the computer and then sitting in the car.
Yeah.
So with this modern
Yeah.
life, it's really hard to yeah to live healthy
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So
True.
yeah,
Good.
okay.
Okay. Let's pick another one.
Yeah, so I just mentioned wine related to Italy, but
Mm.
who would you which nation would you ask to bring you a good wine?
Yeah, of course. Well, actually, you know what? Because there are a few there for me: Italian, Spanish, French, kind of in between. But of course, for me, would be probably Italian as the top one. And I think Italians, one thing is a good wine, yeah, but they are very good at. I love their food. I mean, the whole world loves their
Yeah,
food, and they are extremely good in fashion as well. and they are extremely flirty and romantic. Like I think they have a lot of qualities there, which is very attractive to the
Yeah,
world.
that's so true. And even the language, the language sounds like
Yeah, and the
singing.
language.
And yeah, they have
Mm,
good food, wine,
mm,
good weather. They have mountains, sea. So it's really,
yes.
really, yeah.
But on the upside, or the downside a little bit, is that they can be a little bit. They are big lovers and the romantic people, but the downsides can be a little bit. It can turn very quickly like a bit of a soap opera in a relationship, I think,
Yeah.
which can be fun, in my opinion. But yeah, it's they have this spiciness in their behavior, which I know. And sometimes the fact that they are, giving compliments to maybe more than one person can put them in troubles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's their charm, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And if we talk about like flirting, like which nation is good in flirting, we can also mention like as a stereotype French guys. I don't know if you have experience
Yeah,
with French. I don't know. Maybe it's just a stereotype.
I don't know. I know France has like this stereotype of the love of the country, right? Like love, everything's about love and romance, and but somehow for me, it's a different type of love than the Italian. I think a bit. Um, yeah, yeah. I would not necessarily would think to them
Yeah.
at first for some reason, but
Maybe.
maybe because I haven't
Yeah.
met too many French
And
guys. But
maybe
yeah.
Spanish guys we could mention about
I mean, Spanish guys, yeah, they can also. I think the first word I learned when I went to Spain was guapa, because we just guapa, guapa.
that.
So they can flirt as well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I think they are both. Yeah, Spanish people are also extremely good in food, uh, flirting, food. Yeah,
Yeah, for
for
food,
sure.
it's
Yeah.
really hard to pick. Like, who would you pick for like for the best food, the best meal? If you want to have the
Mm.
best meal, which nation? That's a hard question because yeah,
Mm.
I like Italian. I love Mexican food. So
Mexican is also very good. That's true. I love that too.
yeah, and in Spain, the tapas. So it's hard to pick.
Mm. Yeah, Lebanese food is also nice. I like that too. With the hummus and stuff. Yeah, it is. Greek food is also very nice.
Yeah, and actually, yeah,
Yeah.
I like Indian food now. I mean, I used to like it as well in Hungary, but in
Mm.
Mauritius, I eat a little bit more Indian food.
You're more
Yeah,
exposed.
and I mean, it's really really spicy. So for me, it's just too spicy. So I wouldn't eat it every day. I can eat it like once in a month, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I have to say, Indians and maybe also the Asians, but they know how to cook proper spicy
yes,
food. That's for
they
sure.
have a lot of
If you want proper
really really
spicy,
nice spices, and they use it really well.
yeah, I love that. Actually, I love that. Yeah, but they definitely winning the spice
Yes,
tolerance
yeah,
competition in the whole world for sure.
and Mexico as well because they have also really
Yeah.
really spicy hot
Mm.
peppers, and they can just eat
Mm.
peppers by itself. I'm like, how do I,
Mhm.
how do you do that?
Yeah. But okay, talking about a little bit about this now, and just tickling my mind, this nation. But let's see what you would say. But which nation is the one you think that they have a little bit of this cultural superiority? Who would think a little bit that they are better than anyone else? Which nation would you think?
Um, I would pick now French people
Mm.
because I have this. I mean,
At least
no
that's a
offense, really,
stereotype.
it's a stereotype. Yeah, because here I met many French people. It's just because when you go to France and then you feel like they think, or at least it's a stereotype, that they think that you should learn their language because their language is the most important one.
Mm,
Everyone should speak it. Not English, not no, it's French, and so they think it's the best
yeah,
language, and so I because of this, I feel like they think a little bit that oh they are better than others. Um, but I know here are many
yeah,
like really nice French people. So I have friends.
yeah. Because I think they can come across a little bit like that because of their the way how they present themselves. They're very confidently presenting themselves. They are normally very elegant. So I think that can intimidate a lot of people, and they can come across a little bit like, yeah, a little bit maybe arrogant. But I actually, whenever I was in France, everyone was super nice. Actually, I never had any bad experience with the French. Um, so I think maybe the stereotype came out because they have this confidence
Yeah,
of attitude, and of course the whole world loving their country, like,
yeah,
yeah, is the center of the center
of
of the
course.
universe. So it's naturally will give you some confidence as well. I think, which is okay. Yeah, but who would you go? Because I was just I was just recently talking about this. But which nationality? If you want the best salesperson in the whole world, yeah. If you want someone to sell you anything, yeah, anything, whatever you don't need, you would still buy it from them. Which nationality would be
Oh
that?
wait, well it has to be from some Arabic countries, right? Because usually they have this
Yeah,
big
there's a lot of
bazaar, like or in Turkey, for example. So I would say Turkish people, they have the big bazaar,
yeah.
and then you go there, and then they just want to sell you everything, and they just talk until you just buy something. Like when we were there, like for the girls trip, we bought some stuff. We I don't know why we bought it.
Even if you
No,
didn't want it,
you
we
would just
bought it
because
because
they
they
start
are
to
just,
talk and then just show you something and talk, and then you end up buying something even if you didn't want
yeah.
to. So
They have kind of a charm to convince you. First of all, they are extremely friendly. They are very open. They are really trying to get under your skin. They're always giving you a little bit of a tasting, a little tea or a little nut or
yeah,
whatever. To again, so you would feel that they give it
and
out
the
of,
guys are
yeah.
flirting with the girls.
And the guys are always flirting with the girls,
Just to tell you something,
and then
don't believe.
they're joking, laughing. So you're just laughing, and you just love their company, and the end up you just end up buying whatever they are selling just because they are super nice and
Yeah,
fun. So yeah, they definitely have something in their blood, for sure. They are. If I would need to hire a salesperson, I would go to
yeah.
Turkey
But it's
for
something
sure.
similar also, like if you go to Tunisia and all these countries, I think
Mhm.
the bazaar you go, and then people just want to
Yes.
sell you everything. So
Yeah.
yeah,
They convince you. They have this true sales in their
yeah,
blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else could be? uh I have an obvious one. Which nation would you pick to be always on time?
Okay. Actually, I have two nations that pop in my mind. One, Germans.
Yes.
Second, um, uh,
Yeah,
Swiss
yeah,
people
I would say yes, Swiss people for sure. I mean, they're famous for the
for the
yeah, for the
watches.
watches. Yeah, obviously. So
But I don't know a lot of Swiss people myself, to kind of prove
yeah,
that.
but also, for example,
And normally Swiss,
I don't know, like if you heard the story, like in Japan, for example, like all the trains they cannot be even like 3 seconds late, because then
mm,
the driver is fired or something. So
yeah, I think is that right? That I think the Japanese culture
they
is also very similar to it. They
also,
have
yeah,
size.
precise, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I would say, yeah, Germans, they are very precise as well. So I would trust them also with the cars. If I would need a good car, definitely
Hmm,
Germany.
they do precise work. Yeah, if you want a very good, precise, trustable outcome, yeah, you go to a German. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, which nation, it just popped out of my mind, would you think first, if it comes to an extreme level of democracy, fairness, involving everyone into decisions, thinking about everyone when it comes to
Mm.
decisions? Who is that country who would never harm a bug, or that nation?
Um, it's some Nordic country, Sweden or Denmark.
Yeah,
Uh,
not
Denmark,
Denmark,
no.
but I think yes. If I have to categorize Denmark, I would rather put them towers a little bit to the French.
Oh,
I think they
okay.
have a little bit of this feeling, a bit more, how to say,
Oh, really?
empowered.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I
know about
think at
that.
least
About Denmark.
that was my first impression, at
Mm.
least in the beginning. I felt they were a little bit, yeah, they felt, how to say, yeah,
They also
a
really
little bit
proud,
higher.
no? Proud nation.
We're very proud, but very patriotic country, very proud people. And while they have this, they have this mindset about being humble and not to show off with things. I think in general about themselves, they're extremely proud people, and they come across a little bit sometimes like I'm better and bigger and I'm the best in everything. So at least, yeah, I would put that a bit closer to the French stereotype. However, I don't see the French like this, so I would replace that to the Danes. If I'm very honest, I love the Danes. Don't get misunderstood. I
Yeah.
love them, and it just really was just my first impression.
Yeah, so Sweden
Yes.
is all about democracy and
Swe-
freedom and equality.
and in sometimes on an extreme level, because then it's very hard to get move on with things. Because they just really wanna they to make one little decision they need to ask a whole room
Wow.
or everyone, everyone opinions matter, which can be a bit, yeah, it would require a bit more time to come
Yeah,
out
sure.
with decisions, but
Yeah, and
yeah, in a work
they have all these like freedom for the schools and kids as well, and maybe sometimes too much. I mean that they can decide whatever they want. I mean the kids they need some discipline and some borders
yeah,
or
maybe children have to, they may have a bit too much power there, that's for sure.
yeah.
Maybe I think at some point probably they will maybe change that.
Mm.
But I think there is always, by the time you learn about some things, you can, improve.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yes.
So what else? Coming, I have a funny one, a really funny
Yes.
one. Who would survive a zombie apocalypse? How to pronounce? I cannot say.
Who would survive
Yeah,
it?
that's what I told you. It's just
Maybe I'm thinking back now to the Turks as well because they can be strong and blunt. Um,
yeah, or Russians.
um,
They also tough
Sorry.
Russian people. Also
Yeah, Russians.
or American
Yeah, for
people
sure.
because they have so many zombie movies. Maybe they already learned how to survive.
Yeah,
And you know
if I'm
they're
very very honest, don't think I don't see
in
them.
the US some people are just preparing for the world and end of the world, and they piling up
Yeah,
all
maybe
this
some
stuff
people.
in
Yeah,
their
maybe you're right.
garage.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right.
But
I actually would see the Americans like businessmen. If you wanna start a business from scratch, I would definitely maybe wanna start it with an American because they are extremely good talkers, salespeople, marketing people. They are very good at, selling a tiny piece of pea and project it
yeah,
like the giant, the best deal ever. So I would definitely start a business with an
yeah.
American. But yeah, maybe
But
you're right.
also, I
They
think
can survive
Nordic
that.
countries they are kind of like prepared because I know that you mentioned even for like a war, you got this message that you should have some like to have some food and stuff like that if in case of war. So they at least prepare you for something, because I mean, in Hungary or here,
I'm not
I
100%
think I
sure.
wouldn't survive. I
Maybe.
mean, I have nothing. I'm not prepared. I don't have any equipment or anything for for surviving.
But one thing is an equipment, but you need to have the how to say it, like the brain as well, the right strategy, right, to survive one. So I think it's not enough just to have the
Yeah,
resource. You
you
need
need
to
to be
make sure that you
smart
know what
and
you're doing.
creative
Yeah,
and all these things. Yeah,
I think Hungarians could be good at
yeah,
that, though.
could be.
In my opinion, I think we are good at figuring
Yeah,
out things, and we just go
yeah,
for it.
like problem solving.
I
Yeah,
think that's what I like in Hungarians. We don't wait for confirmations. We just what we think is right, we just go for it, and we just do
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's an
No, it was
interesting
just
one actually.
a funny one. There is no good answer or right answer for that.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. But I have a big generalist and a big stereotype is if you want to learn about etiquette or good manners, who would you go to? Which
British.
nation?
Ah,
Yeah, they are extremely polite. They are extremely diplomatic. I think they are very good at yeah, being the example for the rest of us
yeah,
in terms of how we're supposed to communicate and behave with each other.
yeah,
Yeah, and I can confirm when I live there, it's really the case. I think they are very yeah. It's easy to work in an environment like that, when it's so diplomatic and they want to be also fair
mm,
and they never really offend anyone, but they still stay efficient. So actually, I think it's like a perfect environment for a good work
hmm,
culture and work. And I'm not sure about private relationships, but for work culture, for
yeah,
sure, it can
yeah.
work very
Just
well.
maybe sometimes if they are too polite, I mean, it's a little bit. It can can be seen as superficial. You know what I mean? So it's if it's not real, like
Mm,
sometimes because maybe because we have this straightforward culture, that's why I think if somebody is
mm,
like too nice, too polite, if
mm.
it's not the real picture.
It's like that the relationship would stay a bit on a surface
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
And, but maybe that's not a problem in a
No.
workplace. And then that's why I was like, I don't know how is the relationships are like. I never had a British boyfriend for a long time
Thinking
to judge. I'm normally very careful judging, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know how they are there, but I think in general, I think it's for me it was very easy to work there because of that. So yeah, they are nice people, but yeah, it's a bit of a different relationship. Maybe you miss sometimes the spice,
yeah,
because it's spicing things up when you get the truth in your face. You don't always like it, or sometimes you're extremely happy for it because you have a little bit not just this middle line, but you have this kind of healthy line, positive, negative, which is the way how life should be, right? That's how our heart beats as
yeah,
well. So yeah, maybe that could be a little bit too balanced sometimes. That you feel
yeah,
sometimes that is something is
yeah.
missing.
And about British, also a stereotype that they like tend to drink sometimes too much beer and then doing some
Hmm.
crazy things.
Yeah, I mean, Brits are big at going to southern
Yeah,
countries and make their homes like a party country.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah, and they love dressing up. I think costume parties. If you want a costume party, go to
Oh,
UK.
really?
They always dress
Hmm.
up. They always dress up, and I kind of love it. It's super fun. Like they know how to party as well. Yeah, we didn't think about them when we were talking
They
of partying.
have
They
some
know how
spice
for sure.
then, I guess.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they know the right time when you can party. That's yeah, they do it right.
Oh. And at the football games,
Yeah,
they go crazy. The football
yeah.
fans
The
get
football
into
fans are
fights,
crazy
and
there.
so sometimes they are not that polite, so we can say that.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be a bit yeah, opinionated when they are passionate about, yeah, especially football. That's true. Hmm.
So did
Yes.
we miss out other like big nations, countries?
I think we could talk endlessly about all the nature, nationalities and cultures. Yeah, but I think it was a fun one. It's always fun to talk about it. It's not like we would want to define
Oh,
anyone, of course. And then maybe we didn't even talk about your country, and like, "Ah, I know my nation is so like I don't
yeah,
know good at this or that. But yeah, you guys can always comment on the YouTube, in our YouTube channel because yeah, it's just so curious. It's so nice to hear and see. And I think yeah, you're always gonna have yeah both negative and positive stereotypes of your country, but have a laugh on it. I think, and that doesn't define you as a person that okay, you're gonna be 100% like that. It's just to kind of have some kind of spice for your
yeah,
nationality and culture. And yeah, why not? Why not having that? I think that's fun. That's what gives spice for life, right?
yeah,
I think.
yeah. Don't get offended by that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Don't take it
Exactly.
seriously. It's just
Exactly. So thank you guys for
okay.
listening to us. I think I hope you had a good laugh at least, and be curious to even listen more and hear more. So share it with
Yes,
us
if
if
you
you
have
have
any
more.
comments, any stereotype, just share it with us on in YouTube or Facebook. And yeah, and
Yes.
subscribe please and follow us on Facebook, Insta,
Yes.
everywhere.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Thank you,
See
guys.
you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.